Hello friends, welcome back to Bio Vidyalaya. I hope you all are doing very well. Here in this video we are going to discuss about some genetics problems from CSIR net previous year question papers. That is based on gene mapping like deletion mapping, somatic cell hybridization and biosynthetic pathway. That means how to find the correct order of compounds involved in a particular biosynthetic pathway. So before going to begin, if you are new to my channel or if you have not subscribed this channel yet, then please subscribe this channel now and also enable the bell icon so you will get notification when I upload new videos. So let's start. So our first question is from deletion mapping. This is the question from CSIR net December 2016. Question is, the following scheme represent deletion 1 to 4 in the R2 locus of a T4 from a common reference point. So here this bars represent the extent of deletion and for point mutation A to D are tested against for deletion for their ability, that means positive, or inability, that means negative symbol, to give the wild type. The result are summarized below based on the above predicted order of the point mutation is. So the option 1 BDAC, option 2 DBAC, option 3 DBCA, option 4 CDAB. Okay. So from these options we have to find the correct order of point mutation. Okay. So here 4-point mutation A, B, C and D are tested against for deletion for their ability to produce wild type, that is represented by positive symbol, and their inability to produce wild type, that is represented by negative symbol. And that is summarized in this table. And we have to find the correct order of this point mutation A, B, C and D. So here these bars represent extent of deletion. Here this deletion 4 is the largest deletion. Okay. So here this is deletion 1, this is deletion 2, this is deletion 3 and this is deletion 4. So here in deletion 1 all are positive. So this point mutation is not present in this region. Okay. I am drawing the entire length. So this point mutation is not present in this region. Next, deletion 2. Here you can see that negative in D. Negative symbol in D. So we can confirm that D is present in this region. Okay. Next, deletion 3. Here B is negative, D is also negative. D is present in this region. Okay. We already find that, and here B is present. In this region B is present. Okay. Next, deletion 4. Here D is negative, B is negative and A also negative. So we can say that A is present in this region and C is present here. Okay, so the order is D, B, A, C. So the correct answer is option 2 D, B, A, C. Okay. Next is mapping using somatic cell hybridization. Somatic cell hybridization means it is a fusion. It is a fusion of two different cell lines. For example, human and mouse cells. Okay. So, through this somatic cell hybridization mapping, we are finding a particular gene in which chromosome the particular gene is present. So, this is one example question. A panel of cell lines was created from human-mouse somatic cell fusion. Each line was examined for the presence of human chromosome and for the production of human haptoglobin, that is a protein. The following results were obtained. So, cell lines are A, B, C and D, and human haptoglobin. Negative means human haptoglobin is absent in this cell line A. Positive means human haptoglobin protein is present in cell line B. Okay. So, negative means absent and positive means present. Here human chromosome 1, 2, 3, 40, 15, 16 and 21. Positive means that particular chromosome is present. Negative means that is absent. Okay. So here chromosome 1 is positive. That means chromosome 1 is present in the cell line A. And chromosome 2 is negative. That means that is absent in cell line A. On the basis of this result, which human chromosome carries a gene for haptoglobin? So here we have to find in which chromosome the gene for haptoglobin is present. So for finding that, first we have to identify the cell line that are positive for the protein. So we can say that B and C are positive. Which are positive? B and C. Next, we have to determine the chromosomes that are common in B and C. So here we can say chromosome 1 and 16. Chromosome 1 and 16 are common in both cell line B and C. Next, here two chromosomes are present. Two chromosomes are common in B and C. Next, we have to find whether this haptoglobin gene is present in chromosome 1 or 16. Okay. So, next we have to examine all the cell lines that possess either chromosome 1 and 16. Okay. So, chromosome 1 is present in A, B, C and D. Chromosome 1 is found in cell lines A, B, C and D. But cell line A and D do not produce haptoglobin. Cell lines A and D do not produce haptoglobin. So we can say that haptoglobin gene is not present in chromosome 1. Okay. So the haptoglobin gene cannot be on chromosome 1. Next is chromosome 16. Chromosome 16 is found in B and C. So, chromosome 16 is present only in this cell line B and C, and B and C are producing haptoglobin. The cell lines B and C are producing haptoglobin. So, the gene for haptoglobin is present in chromosome 16. Okay. So, the correct answer is chromosome 16. Okay. So, let's see one previous year question. This is the question from CSIR Net June 2014. A series of cell lines was created by fusing mouse and human somatic cell. In mouse human somatic cell hybrids, Human chromosome tend to get lost before becoming a stable cell line. Somatic hybrid cell lines may carry human chromosome deletions. Each cell line was examined for the presence of chromosome and for the production of an enzyme. The following results were obtained. This is just about what is somatic cell hybridization. So here, these are the result. And which segment of the chromosome has gene encoding for the enzyme? So here we have to find which chromosome is coding for the enzyme. Options are option A 1p, option B 5p, option C 5q, option D 4p. Okay. So here cell line A, B, C, D and E, gene product. Gene product means that is enzyme. So here we have to find in which chromosome the gene encoding for this enzyme is present. Here positive means enzyme is present in this cell line and negative means enzyme is absent in this cell line. And this is the chromosomal segments. 1p, 1q, 2p, 2q, 3p, 3q, 4p, 4q, 5p, 5q. So here we have to find in which chromosome, which segment of chromosome has the gene encoding for this enzyme is present. Okay. So here, first we have to find the cell line that is positive for the this gene product. So here this is positive, and this is also positive. So cell line A, B and D are positive for this gene product. A, B and D. Next we have to determine the chromosome that have chromosome that is common in these three cell lines. So here we have to check positive ones. 1p is positive, 1q is positive, 3p is positive, 3q is positive, 5p is positive, 5q also positive. In cell line B, 2p is positive, 2q is positive, 4p is positive, 4q is positive, 5p is positive, 5q also positive. Next D, cell line D, 2p positive, 2q positive, 3p positive, 3q positive and 5p is also positive. So, which is common? The chromosome that is common in this three cell line is 5p. 5p is present in this three cell line. This is common in this three cell line A, B and D. Okay. So 5p. So we can say that correct answer is option B 5p. Okay. Next is the question related to mapping using biosynthetic pathway. So this is a question from CSIR Net June 2012. 3 E. coli mutants are isolated which require compound A for their growth. The compound B, C and D are known to be involved in the biosynthetic pathway to A. In order to determine the pathway, the mutants were grown in a medium supplemented with one of the compounds A to D. The results obtained are summarized below. So here mutants are A, 2 and 3. Here positive means there is growth. 0 means there is no growth. Okay. Positive indicate growth and 0 indicate lack of growth. Which of the following equation represent the biosynthetic pathway of A? Options are option A, B to C, C to D, D to A. Option B, C to D, D to B, B to A. Option C, A to D, B, D to C, C to A. Option D, A to C, C to D and D to B. Okay. Before going to explain that question, I just want to tell you the general model of biochemical pathway. If you understand this concept, then you can easily solve that question. So here, in a biochemical pathway, first precursor that will convert to X catalyzed by the enzyme A. After that, X will convert to Y and that is catalyzed by enzyme B. And this compound Y will convert to Z and that is catalyzed by enzyme C. And the compound Z that is needed for the growth of bacteria. So this is the end product. This end product Z is needed for the growth of bacteria. If we provide Z directly to the media, directly to the growth media, then bacteria growth will occur. Okay, if there is any mutation in enzyme coding for the gene C, then what will happen? Precursor A will convert to X, X will convert to Y, but Y will not convert to Z because enzyme C is absent. So there is no growth. Okay, next, both genes coding for enzyme B and C are muted. There is mutation. So what will happen? Precursor will convert to X, but X will not convert to Y and Y will not convert to Z. X will not convert to Y, then Z will not form, isn't it? So there is no growth. Next, enzyme B, A, B and C all are absent. So there is no growth. So Z will not form. If we provide Z directly to the growth media, then we can see the growth. Okay. So let's see the question. So here 3 E. coli mutants 1, 2 and 3 are isolated which require compound A for their growth. The compound B, C and D are involved in this biosynthetic pathway of A. So we can say A is the end product and this is required for the growth. But compound B, C and D are required for the biosynthetic pathway of A. But we don't know the correct order. Here we have to find the correct order of this biosynthetic pathway of A. Okay. So here the medium is supplemented with compound A. Okay. Here you can see that all are positive. Okay. Mutant 1 is positive, mutant 2 is positive, mutant 3 is also positive. So this is the end. This is the end product of this pathway and this is required for the growth of this E. coli. So this is the end product. After that we can see that here D is positive and B and C are 0 only. So here also there is growth. So we can say D is coming before A. So D can convert to A. Isn't it? Next we can see that here D and C is positive. So we can say that C is coming just before D. So C can convert to D, D can convert to A. So first who is coming? B. B is coming first. So the equation represent the biosynthetic pathway of A is B, C, D, A. Let's see the options. So here in option A, B, C, D, A. So the correct answer is option A. Okay. If you like this video and find it helpful, please click the like button, share with your friends and subscribe this channel to get more videos like this. Keep learning. Thank you.